do a backflip and break a light. Or she's gonna go full scorpion. And just New Mexico, you gotta hit that OK sign. You gotta fucking put your finger on that OK sign. Just
right there. All right, let's find out.
All right. Yo. What up, everybody? We're back. We're here in Muse Me Studios with young Angel.
Yeah.
My brother, the young visionary himself.
What is it? Ani.
Young Ani.
Ani, what's up?
We're chilling in the studio. Angel's house, in our little mascot.
You better not come in here.
We're kicking it, man, heavy. I'm really proud of Angel. He got his first headlining set tomorrow, y'all. February, 11th?
12th.
February 12th. Hopper Brewery. Come see young Angel get his first headlining set on.
I was actually surprised too when I posted it. Got like 4 shares and like 50 likes.
That's what I like to see, man. The people want to see you working. They like to see you moving up. And I'm very proud of you myself. I'm going to feature on there and have a little bit of fun with you.
Yeah.
Very, very happy to see you headlining a show.
And those shows are always like, hit or miss kind of thing.
Super hit or miss, man.
But
I heard last week was rough.
It's always, the exposure, just out there and doing it.
I totally feel the same. Every time I've been there, I've had a great time, whether it was 4 people in the audience or 24, which is probably that's like a packed room for them. But no, I'm happy to see you getting down, bro. We've had a blast last week. Last night we did our first official steak and whiskey with the comedy fellas.
Yeah.
We mostly ate the steak, either way.
I know, right? The skinniest guy.
Yeah. Angel just shredding,
shit.
dude. No, so we've been having a blast, man. I know it's been a few weeks since we've done the podcast. Sorry about that, everybody.
Yeah,
Your boy got COVID.
You've been out too, man.
Yeah, I got COVID, and then I came back and been busy for a heavy couple weeks, man. But that COVID definitely took me out. That was honestly right after our last episode. So it was about 4 days after. I had the roast battle that week. So that was the Wednesday after the podcast. And I had a blast, man. I did a set on stage, had a blast with my set. I judged the roast battles that night and had fun with the judging. And then that night was the first night I ever had more than just like a couple comedians over. We had a big group of the comedians came over, probably about 12 or 15 people, and we had a blast. We hung out, bro. I never do that. Like spontaneous Wednesday night, had some friends over, we had some drinks. We had this really dope moment where we all went around and we did a toast, and I started it off and we kind of toasted, and I just told everybody how thankful I am for them, and I never expected that comedy would not only give me a passion, but what I want to do with my life, and friends that turn into family and all that stuff. And it was dope. And then we went around and everybody toasted after that and did a cheers. And, a lot of the homies were there. Sarah, Tyler, Sarah Kennedy, Josh, Caleb, Jared. It was just a lot of the scene that you see out everywhere was there. And it was a really fun night. So, but that was next morning definitely was when I knew I was sick. So I felt bad because I never have people over. And I'm over here holding the Super Spreader Super Bowl, just fucking throwing it down.
Right there.
It was, what the funniest thing is, the last thing I remember that night, we were acting silly. Then the last thing I remember that night is I laid on the floor and everybody picked me up and they put me on my bed. We were acting up, bro. That's comedians, just fully
so
always
weird.
doing some weird shit in a bit. And I was like, how crazy would it have been if I would have fucking been the one dude that died from COVID, and then all my friends, the last thing they remember was laying me down in my bed. That would have been so wild, dude.
Nuts.
So luckily it wasn't too bad. I was out for sure for a heavy week, bro. First few days were rough. Felt like I got hit by a truck. I knew because my back was hurting. That Wednesday night, I told Josh, I was like, yo, G, my back is livid right now.
Aches and pains.
And he's like, yo, dude, mine's bad too. And I was like, we're just getting old, bro. We're just older than these other dudes. And I remember there was a point where I was rolling out my back on the floor with my foam roller while everyone was partying. I was like, I'm old as shit, but I'm still here to get down.
I'm still trying to keep it going.
Dude, the next morning I woke up just fever. I was fucked. Took a test, positive, hit everyone up, felt bad. And but that was the week, man. 5 comedians got sick the week before. I was in Denver. And I even joked around how I missed it, and then I came back and got that second wave and definitely was out for a little bit. But I'm happy to get through it, bro. It's whatever. I feel a lot better now. And then immediately, as soon as I felt good, it was shows and work. So I don't remember. I don't exactly know what I've had since then, but I know I had Santa Fe this past week. Did Tumble Room. So thank you to Trip. Thank you to Wayward Comedy. They put on an amazing show, man.
Yeah.
That Tumble Room had 200 people in it.
It was dope.
It was wild. It was wild. I would definitely love to see them sprinkle in some more hitters, some more like people that do the road maybe a little bit more, because it's such a good room. You definitely want.
They have a venue space that they could actually bring out of state people.
Exactly. You could bring big people there. You could bring some talented acts and definitely like put your homies on. That's what it's all about. Like, you know what I mean? You see it all over the place. Everybody puts their people on, but you got to sprinkle in those hitters.
Yeah,
that way you show that you have a high quality show. Because if you have that many people, they're not going to return for the same lineup every month, or they want to see something new. They want it to be different. So that's a hard part about producing, man. I'm taking a step back. Right now I have no Cities of Gold dates. Cities of dates. Cities of Gold dates. And I'm actually really happy, man. I produced 3 shows at one point last year. And that was like hectic. I had Canteen, Cities of Gold, and that Santa Fe downtown show that I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I did a couple of months of that the Old Town show. And I was swamped just with producing, booking lineups, promoting. It got to be to the point where it was not only cutting in on my stage time. I guess I was getting stage time hosting, but I wasn't getting out. I wasn't working on building like new material as much. All the things that I like really like to focus on. So right now, no producing, just booking myself. I have a bunch of dates. So let's bring those up right away. It's if you like click on the description on my first Instagram photo, there's all my dates there. I got them right here too, so I'll read them off. That way y'all see them. If you're listening, here we go. So yeah, I just had a bunch of dates, man. I did a Santa Fe show. Shout out again to Wayward. I did Rio Rancho this past Tuesday. Shout out to Karen Carson. It's good to see comedy sprinkled in all over New Mexico.
And different types, too.
Exactly.
Crazy to know that room is a clean room.
Yeah, you know,
I
and I cussed, and I probably cussed more than I've ever cussed. It's so funny.
Clean premise.
It's so funny. Yeah, I'm like, but I got clean premises. Like I'm talking about like Harry Potter. Like it's just like fuck Harry Potter. Yeah, just hard motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding. So I had a blast. So shout out to Karen. That room's always been fun. Brew Lab and Rio Rancho.
It's not in your stories, right?
No, it's the first picture on my Insta, the one where I'm like in the hallway.
There we go.
So yeah, so what do we do?
All right, you want to read them or?
Yeah. So okay, yeah. One more shout out. Last week I also had before I did Santa Fe, right before I did a show at Lizardtail with this guy Mike Stryker.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
And yeah, he was super cool.
Was it 2 out of state guys?
Yeah, they both were just passing through. They've been doing shows in every state and just putting a show, kind of setting up a one-off show. They hit me up to host. Really nice guys. So hope to run into them in the future in another show, a festival, wherever comedy brings us. But really cool dudes. Thanks for putting me on, getting me host. They let Josh have a guest set. Small show, but it was really fun. Good audience. And then I went right to Santa Fe. Did that show in Tumbleweed, like 200 people. And then drove right back. Did a set at the garage. So I did 3 sets this past Saturday night. Albuquerque, Santa Fe, back.
Yeah.
And you know what the funniest part is, dude? Like, I had a blast at both shows. A blast. And I had fun on stage. I feel like it went well. But for some reason, I had more fun at that garage talking shit in front of 14, 15 of our friends. Because that was like, I wasn't doing material. I was literally just in the moment. I had a couple of new things I wanted to do. I was roasting friends. And it was just so much fun. So I went home after doing 3 sets. And I just felt like, dude, just the best. Like, I can't even describe it. So went from sick to being busy as hell. And then what do I got coming up? So we got your show on, and let's shout that out one more time. Hopper Brewery on the west side tomorrow, 9:30 p.m. It's not the longest lineup, but you never know. This dude might add in like 40 people. He might put a poet on there. He might put a dude playing a fiddle. You never know what's going on at these shows with Hopper
or something.
Yeah, dude. There might be like some girl doing burlesque and like making pizza at the same time. Like, do you work here or are you performing? What is going on, girl?
One or the other.
So wild. Oh, and then I'm back on the road next week. I didn't even realize this. I need to get my ass. Damn. This is how quick the schedule comes up. I'm glad we're going over this. So I got Colorado Springs next Friday, I believe. That's February 18th. I'm doing a really fun one-off show with a fire New Mexico lineup in Colorado Springs. Okay. So this is put together by Carlos Medina. Everybody knows him from running the awesome show at the where is the little theater in Santa Fe called? The do Do you know his theater show? Gosh, it just blanked me.
Man.
He has an awesome little theater show in Santa Fe. I'm slipping my name right now, but it's a theater owned by George R. Martin, the guy from
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. So it's like sweet, dude. It's like Santa Fe's guild. So it's like a fancy guild. Okay. So it's a small independent theater, but it fits about 60 people, tight. It's a perfect room for comedy, even though it's a little independent theater, but a great spot. So he set up this one-off show in Colorado Springs. He hit me up. I saw the lineup and it was dope. So he's hosting. I'm on the lineup. Then you got
February 18th.
Then you got Scotty Goff, who's the original owner of the Laughs. He used to own the Laughs, I think, in Tucson. Oh, okay. Old school veteran, good comic, bro. I've got to perform with him a few times, and he always knocks it out the park. He's a really good performer. His jokes are good, but his connection with the crowd's always been something I like to watch.
On point.
Yes, yeah. So he's very much a veteran. And then we got I think it's Jose Maestas, who is a Albuquerque original, but this dude lives in LA. I think he's a Laugh Factory regular. I've never got to meet him in real life. We've chatted a little bit online. Josh met him last time. They did the Revel show together when he was in town. He said he was a really nice dude. So I'm excited to be on this lineup in another city. So just a one-off show. I'm not really going to try to book anything else or stay around Colorado Springs. I think I might come back right after because I think, not even a month later, I'm back in Denver. So we keep going with the schedule.
And then Guild.
I got Guild March 5th. A shout out to Alex G, or whatever he wants to call himself this next week.
Alex B, Alex
He's
C,
showed up he's like 40
Alex
different
X,
aliases.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been doing a great job with this Guild show. I think he's only done 2, but they've been sold out. And you know what? That's awesome. The Guild's a great place. They're known for having stand-up. Matt Peterson, shout out, OG, veteran Albuquerque comic.
Wow.
He did shows there for years, and they were awesome shows. And they were the way a comedy show should be. Opener, feature, headliner. So it was him. He hosted it. There was an opener. There was a feature, a headliner. It was a nice, tight comedy show. And he rocked it. So Alex G, they haven't done comedy since pre-pandemic, so shout out to him for picking up this show and this venue and getting it going again, because I think Nob Hill needs some comedy. So I'm excited for that. I'm only doing a short set, but still come on out. March 5th. March 11th, I'll be at Salt Yard West. Is that Dawn show? I think so. Don Sherry show, Salt Yard West. It's so funny because the only time I've ever been to Salt Yard for real, I've only ever been there once. It's known for being like a nightclub spot. And
you got ahead.
What's up?
Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. I like how you're like, go ahead on your podcast.
Yeah. Let's finish this. Go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, let's finish. So the only time I've ever been to Salt Yard West, it's known as like the party spot.
Yeah.
Me and Josh went after a show. They had a little like VIP section for this comedians that were on the show before. And we showed up. There was legit a girl taking a piss, sitting at the end of a truck, like off the hitch, pissing, dude.
While moving?
No, it was just like parked, and she locked eyes with us and just didn't miss a beat, bro. She's like, yeah, this is happening right now. Like, this is going down. And we're like, damn, this is ratchet, bro. We were there. First of all, I paid for us to get in because I didn't want to wait in line. I hate waiting in lines, bro, especially in Albuquerque. That's just ridiculous. So
there's not a lot of people.
I know. Just like there's too many bars to wait in a line and have to pay it out. But it's just whatever. So we showed up. We were in line, paid to get in, and we walked around. We were there for 15 minutes and dipped because I was like, this is so hood, bro. This was like early Salt Yard West.
Oh shit.
And so now I'm laughing that they're not only doing comedy shows there, but it has to be a clean set, is what they're saying.
That's
right?
So weird. Yeah.
But my premises are cleaned out.
Yeah. Right. Harry Potter, dude.
Okay, and then I got a couple more after that. I got booked the next day, March 12th. I don't really know the details too much.
Black tie event.
Okay, so and now it's gonna make sense because I got hit up by tsunami. And now it makes all the sense.
That makes all the
sense,
yeah.
So Ro hit me up. You know her as Tsunami Couture. She is a dope drag queen. She's been in the scene for a while and doing comedy, and it's been fun to see them kind of bring that part and culture of Albuquerque entertainment to the comedy scene.
Yeah.
And it's meshed well. I mean, every time she does a roast battle, it's one of the funnest roasts to watch. And it really goes to show you how loose people really are. Because you think people would be uptight about like, oh, you're joking around about a drag queen and be careful and watch your like P's and Q's and all that shit. But every time people go in on Tsunami, it's the funniest jokes. And she's a great sport. and the audience loves it. So like shout out. So all I know is it's a black tie event. And I'm the only comedian on the show.
Okay.
So watch out for more. There's going to be a flyer and everything. So watch out for more details. And that's still a little bit of a way.
I'll be posted up
And
soon.
then March 19th, me and Josh Fournier are going to be in Denver. I think the venue might have changed from your mom's house. So I need to update that. But we're actually going to be hosting for a concert for local MC Defy. Shout out Defy. One of our Albuquerque veterans for the hip hop scene. Just one of the dopest MCs I've honestly seen in the Southwest. So that'll be a little bit different, but we're going to host that concert. And then I'm probably going to see if I could get us on a show or two as well. So
nice.
Yeah, busy. So schedule, come out and get your laughs in. And I'm sure I'm going to be popped in on something else. Like, just watch, because it just as us. I was telling Angel and I was telling the younger dudes, I was like, look, don't get discouraged if you have a light month or if you feel like you're not picking up shows, because a lot of the time the work depends on you.
Yeah.
You got to put yourself out there. Like, I only had a couple shows in February. I think I had 3 shows. So I hit up all the producers and I was like, hey, I kept it simple. I was like, yo, I'm available February, March. Would love to jump on some spots. And I got thrown on 4 shows. I think 5 by the end of the week. And so it just goes to show you, don't, out of sight, out of mind is the thing a lot of times. So if these people just don't see you, they just don't remember. So, be in the inboxes, don't be pushy with it, but just let them know, hey, I'm available. Love to get some time. And you'll trip out on where that might lead.
Yeah, what comes out of it.
And what might, yeah, exactly. So, and I've had a blast this last week, at Revel this past Wednesday, man, was one of the funnest sets I've ever had. And I think it's because it was like the spontaneity of it. Like, I wasn't expecting, first of all, I was added to that show.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't expecting a headline. I showed up thinking I'd be right in the middle or maybe even open it up. A lot of times, just because my energy level is so high, people like to kind of throw me at the beginning just to kind of get the crowd going. And I don't mind going anywhere. I don't mind opening. I love to feature and I love to headline. So I don't mind at all. But so
it's all work.
It's all work, and it all teaches you a little bit of different skills of your act. It's a different set opening. It's a different set featuring. It's a different set headlining, and you use different tools. And anyway, so I showed up. The host was like, "Yo, do you mind closing it out?" I was like, "Not at all." The audience was a really nice room for a Wednesday night at Revel. They did a great job of filling out the bottom. The bottom filled in completely, so they opened the balcony. Then the balcony kind of, sprinkled in. It wasn't full up there, but it was a nice room. And I don't know, man. It was just one of those ones from the minute I stepped on stage, I just knew it was going to be a good night. There's this video I posted of me like standing off to the wing, and I never looked this happy. And I was like, damn, like I was really feeling it that night. And as soon as I stepped on stage, I just did a little bit of crowd work. It all hit. It got the room together. And I switched the structure of my setup that I usually do. Started with some different jokes, did some new material, did a lot of crowd work in between. I had a lot of fun, man. And just shout out to everyone who's been coming out to shows, because I felt great at the end of the week. And then leaving that show, I felt amazing. Like the next morning going to work, I felt like $1 million, dude. And it just goes to show you that this hard work pays off, and you never know when you're going to have to put your skills to work and fill the right spot. So like, I've been having a lot of fun with it. So thanks everyone that comes out, listens to the pod. I had a dude the other day on Hell. I was walking the pups, and we were stopping in the liquor store real quick. I think I just wanted like a Snickers, bro. I was feeding for some munchies, and this drunk dude walking out of El Rey just stopped. Don't recognize him at all. He's like, "Hey man, listen to the podcast, super funny." And I mean, I know we don't get a ton of views, but you never know who's listening.
Yeah. And
you never know who's listening, and so just shout out to everybody that shows love. I really been feeling it lately, and it just makes me very sure of myself and what I'm doing. And comedy is a shot in the dark, bro. Like starting comedy at 27 years old is almost like starting a professional sport at that age.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to make it in the NBA, and I just started playing basketball now. So...
But you're not an outlier, though. There's so many stories like that.
You're right.
Like Ron White.
Yeah.
He didn't start till he was 40.
Okay.
That's
you're right.
amazing. Yeah,
and he's amazing.
You know who Eric Griffin is?
Yeah, of course.
The guy
Montez. Yeah, he's been on King and the Sting a lot. Yeah.
He didn't start till he was 35.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's all these people that they know they want to do it, and that's what makes them strive for that wanting to be.
And it definitely pushes me a lot harder. I know I'm not young. I'm 32. I know don't have my 20s to mess around and figure this out. So that's why I push myself this hard. That's why I squeeze so much into one day, because this is the last part of being comfortable in New Mexico, of being comfortable and doing comedy. Look how much fun I just said I had. Now it's back to work. Now I got to figure out, like we said on the last episode, I don't want to say necessarily get out of here, because I do think Albuquerque might be a good base, but I need to be at least on the road 2 weekends a month.
Constantly.
Yeah, and if not, like fully get out of here, because I'd love to be a regular in a club. I'd love to be somebody's opener. Like that's really the goal, is somebody that we like, that has a nice following, sees you and brings you on the road, because that's the next step. I've hosted for clubs, I've hosted for the casinos, I've ran my own shows. It took me 5 years to feel like I'm stage ready anywhere, but I am really confident and be like I can step into any room and do something.
Yeah.
And it took me, now to say that confidently and sure of myself, but I definitely am. I've been in almost every environment, and just in Albuquerque, the shows we have to do, man, we step into a room where people are facing you and they're ready to laugh.
Yeah.
It's over. Hey, it's over after that.
That's the fun part. Going to those open mics and trying to make people laugh.
Yeah.
That's the work.
That's the work.
But when those rooms are filled for them that want to laugh,
yeah,
that's what it's all about.
So yeah, it's been a blast. Feeling better after being sick. Got back to work. It's just weird how that shit hits your fucking body, bro. Energy levels took a while back, to come back and shit. But I'm just happy to be back in the loop. It took us a while to want to get the podcast going. I had all those shows right after being sick. So me and Angel are back on it. We're gonna have a guest on the next one. So we're back in the loop. You're gonna see us hot daddies and hot mamas. You're gonna see us out there.
Just be getting this shit going. So what's up, Zach? I mean, let's just, do anything, you follow anything in life? I feel like every time I want to start talking about what's trending or what's going on,
dude,
you're just like,
okay, let's talk about this first of all. Angel just says that because he hates how we're the same age, but how old or just stuck in my own shit I am. The other day he came and he was so mad that I didn't know how to connect to my TV, certain shit.
He was like, don't you use your phone as a controller? No.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do that. He's like, you can see the frustration in his face. If you can't see right now his station, but Angel is in a full command center, man. He's the tech G, bro. So when he's like, you don't even know how to connect your phone to your TV, I was like, I don't do none of that, bro. I don't even watch shows. You know what? I think actually being sick was the first time I slowed down, and I did get to watch some movies. I got to get back into some stuff I really like. I didn't really play any games or anything, but one of the dopest movies I've seen, I don't know, it didn't seem to get a lot of hype, but there's so much shit out there and so many streaming services. But I watched this movie 3 times. It was called Nobody with Bob Odenkirk. Yeah. From Better Call Saul. Have you seen this movie?
I haven't seen it,
dude,
but I've heard about it.
I literally watched it 3 days in a row. It was so dope.
Yeah.
I was like, it's such a G movie. Simple premise. He's a family dude.
Ex-military or something, right?
Exactly. You don't really know. It seemed, you can't really tell, but as you find out throughout the movie, he's this badass dude that kind of plays this humble ass dad now in his former, in the future life. But it's, bro, one of the illest movies I've seen in a lot. And I'm a huge Better Call Saul fan, huge Breaking Bad fan, and just Bob Odenkirk in general, bro. He's a great comedian. Yeah. One of the best sketch comedians.
Yeah, one of the comedians we've worked with knows Bob Odenkirk. Shout out to Cody Dove.
Shout out to Cody Dove, dude.
Yeah, he's worked with him and stuff.
And that makes sense because Cody Dove is an amazing improviser and yeah, so dude, that was it was fun to just kind of kick back a little bit. And honestly, since then I have been taking it easier. I've been taking the pups to the park, playing a lot of frisbee with my dogs, getting out just a little bit more because it was the only thing I could do when I was sick. I hate being I'm not a homebody at all. Yeah. So I got stir crazy heavy. And the only thing we would do, there's this big park by the house. It's always empty. It's huge. So I would go throw some frisbee with the dogs. And it was the one thing I would look forward to every day. But yeah, you know what? I kind of been paying attention to like current events and stuff a little bit more. So if you got something hot, hit me, bro. Hit me, hot daddy.
Well, tell me what have you been paying attention to then?
Well, I mean, I hate all the hip hop shit because none of it's real. The Drake shit, I knew the hot sauce shit wasn't real.
Okay.
I called it right away. So this is just some thing to be like top trending dude for the next 3 days and have like a hot meme on hood fucking Ville or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So I called that one, and now there's Kanye West is always in the shit. Joe Rogan's always in the shit. It's just always like the same 3 people.
You're like, it has to be these people. Do you
Let's do a couple current, and then if find me a spicy New Mexico topic.
do you care anything about the Olympics?
Yeah.
The Olympics are going down right now.
Right now?
Yeah. Do you know where they're going at?
I have no clue.
They're happening in Beijing, China.
Okay, I love this. Let's stop for a second. If you don't know, if you haven't listened for a long time, there was a couple of episodes. Angel loves the Olympics. We did an Olympics current event segment for like 3 weeks in a row, and he hated it because I never watched it.
And now we're back, people.
And now we're back. Where are we at again, Angel? Summer Olympics.
Man. We're at the Winter Olympics now.
Shit,
this is the
dude.
Winter Olympics right now.
Yeah, that your boy is just lost in the sauce.
So okay, this is some of the things.
So last time it was Summer Olympics, we were talking.
Yeah.
Now we're Winter Olympics.
Winter Olympics.
What's your favorite Winter Olympic sport?
Oh, dude, the bobsled.
The bobsled.
Come on, don't you remember that old school movie?
Of course.
Cool Running.
Bro, Disney Originals.
That's the shit.
Oh my gosh, bro. No, okay. So there's a couple that I love. Of course, it's like you love to see the dope snowboarding, like the half pipe, all the ill shit.
The skiing, I fucking love when they do those tricks.
The big jump is crazy. That one that's just literally a slope that goes like that. It's my favorite shit because it's bro. Imagine going down that just full force, dude. And then they point the way they point the little skis are like, oh shit, bro. They go like shit. I can't even imagine how far they go. But then there's a couple winter sports. There's a couple Winter Olympics. I think we might have talked about this one last time, but it's my favorite one because it makes no sense. But it's the one where it's cross-country sharpshooting. It's cross-country skiing, sharpshooting. Have you seen this shit?
I don't.
It's a real sport, dude. So they're like imagine seeing this in like Santa Fe ski basin, bro. There's like a cross-country guy, and he has little skis, and they come up in the hills. His little like fucking hills come up, and then he has like a rifle, no shit, and then they cross-country to like a spot, and then they have to like shoot different marks, and then they keep going.
So they do have the racing in the Olympics. I'm looking to see the.
Yeah, you have to find the shooting, dude. It's so ridiculous because where would that ever happen? Like that's not a thing that happens, dude.
You're right. God damn it.
It's a thing, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't want it to be, but it is, hot daddy.
Okay.
Imagine just being the one dude like with the rifle, bro, at the ski basin.
How do you say that? It's called a biathlon. I can't watch. Okay.
I have no clue. Let me see.
Kind of see it here.
See, I didn't even know. I just made it up a name for the sport, but I knew what I was talking about.
You kind of see it.
It's just like biathlon, but I don't know. Biathlon? I don't know, dude, what this shit is. It's so funny.
The Vancouver
so
Olympics,
these dudes,
look, there's the
definitely
course and everything.
Definitely only like white dudes from like
10 kilometer
Norway do this.
Oh, yeah.
Like that
The
is
weather
different from
looking ominous.
Sweden.
And that would
If you're
favour
not
the
from
early
some
starters
weird
as they prepare
European
to make
country
3 laps
that's
of the
like
course,
all
with
ice
2
all year,
visits
you
to the
don't do
shooting
this
range.
sport.
And you know what's
The
crazy?
This is
Setting
actually how they
up
get their
at 30
groceries, bro.
seconds
These guys are actually
Croatia.
these
like
guys
a
actually on his way to Whole
from
Foods,
neighbouring
bro.
Slovenia.
Getting his food. Get something
Yeah.
on the way
SO2
back.
is looking good too.
And the gun
And
looks
the
like a
Frenchman
not even.
right on
It's like
target.
wooden. It looks like literally a BB gun you had when you were a
The
kid.
first trip
Yeah.
to
Look
the
at
range
these
is favourite then.
dudes,
Emil
bro.
Hedl Svensson,
This little
triple world
headband dog.
That is crazy.
Say their
But
last
the
name.
24-year-old missing one. But he'd
Svensson.
have to do
That's
a
a
penalty
good.
loop.
That's a good
150
European
meters.
last name.
His fellow Norwegian, the great
Svensson.
Ole-Einar Bjorndalen, would miss
Say that-
3 and fall right out of contention.
There's a D in there, right?
Svensson.
Bauer and Jay
man,
hunting
look at
down
that
Jakob
J.
Fack for the
That's
lead.
so wild. Yeah, dude,
Look,
this
J
makes no
Fack.
sense.
There's J
Fack
Fack.
now beginning to
Imagine
look
being
tired.
this dude, bro. Worst Call of Duty
Jay
game
shooting
ever.
ahead and
Oh,
standing
man.
position this time.
Worst team deathmatch ever, bro.
Get him. I can't.
And again,
My
hitting
skis
5
off.
out of 5.
So funny. This is literally how they
Pushing
have
off
to
for
get
the
food. It's
final
like,
lap.
oh.
Just half a second slower than Jakob Fack now.
That's crazy.
With Bauer
Yeah, well,
third,
so
Svensson
on. Yeah, so
17
there's just some
seconds back.
sports that will never make sense. I don't know how this
And
is
with the
an
weather
Olympic sport
about to
before.
deteriorate, some of the fancied
breaking
names like
is
Daniel
okay. I
Landertinger
don't know.
and Michael
Either way.
Grice, the triple gold
Yeah, so
medalist in
that's
Turin,
I know
would
what's
have
up
no
with my
chance
winter
of matching
sports,
them.
brother.
And especially this
Svensson
stuff,
wasn't out
man.
I don't
This
know.
time he
I
didn't
think I
miss
wasn't
the
there,
target.
hot daddy.
And he was
I
only
like,
3
this guy
seconds
does
off.
not know about the big jump at all.
The big jump's my favorite for sure. I love that. I just like the mixed like snowboarding park too, like the one that has all the obstacles, because people get so ill with it, bro. Even the skiers get like pretty nasty with it. I had a homie that went to the X Games a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Aspen, yeah. I used to be really into snowboarding, and I still am. It's just with comedy, I mean, our weekends, like we always have shows. So I feel bad I haven't even gone on the mountain this year, but I used to snowboard in college like 25, 30 times a year.
Whoa.
Every weekend we were there. And if any breaks, any time we could get up, bro. It was one of my favorite things, like hobby. Still is one of my favorite hobbies.
Yeah,
there's nothing like being out there.
It's fun. The
You used to
skis
be a lifty in Angel Fire
in Sipapu.
in Sipapu. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a lifty for a while, and then I got upgraded, and I was able to do ski tech stuff.
Okay.
So
Dope.
that was even cooler because, oh man, you have all the perks there. Any boot you want, any ski you want. Hey, you want to try snowboarding?
You ride for free.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
All
Get some passes for the homies.
So yeah, I would get I think it's for every work week you get 2 passes for free. So then you just accumulate them.
Dude, I actually, you know what? Like, it's just like struck a chord because I grew up. I love snowboarding, but I didn't start just like comedy. I didn't start riding like snowboarding until I think I was I had just graduated high school going into college. So it was like my freshman year of college. I remember my dad got me a setup that year, but I did grow up skiing from when I was a kid till I was about 11. My dad and me would ski a bunch. And, you know, it's just an expensive-ass hobby, bro. There's a reason why, like, you don't see a lot of vatos and, like, hood-ass dudes snowboarding.
Yeah.
Like,
even the ones that you did see doing that were the ones that had the jobs there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that, because they're
that's exactly what it was.
That's how you.
That's how you know the locals. That's why they have such a different energy, bro. But all these, like, rich-ass... That's what it is. Like, I hate to say, but it's a rich person sport. It's like golf. But it's so expensive to get out there. All the gear is crazy expensive. If you're renting that gear...
It's hard, yeah.
It's ridiculous, yo. So I grew up skiing with the pops, and then I started snowboarding and loved it.
Oh shit!
And it was like my favorite. I always tell people the difference is like skiing's easier to start. Like it's easier to get up on skis and just go, but I feel like you don't really get good. Like it's hard to get better, like faster.
Yeah.
Where snowboarding, I feel like it's hard to initially learn. Like you're gonna beat yourself up those first few days for sure.
Yeah.
But once you get it, you could get good pretty quick if you go consecutively.
Yeah, and get that the rhythm and everything.
Yeah, so that became my favorite shit, yo. But my dad always had little hustle ways to get on the mountain because it was expensive as shit. There was always like
scalpers.
So in a way, but my dad would always, because my dad knows like Spanish, but like kitchen Spanish. Like my dad grew up.
See, yeah, that's
so
exactly
he would go to we would go to the lunch, we'd go to the cafeteria, and he'd start talking Spanish to someone that works there. And a lot of time, like, I don't want to, like, no offense, but a lot of time, even those, like, the people, you know,
that work there
in the kitchen, they don't even ride. Like,
Yeah.
they're just there to work. And so my dad would be like, oh, I'll give you $20 for your employee tickets. And so me and my dad would always find little ways, and he would, shit, and I think he was buying, I mean, he'll still buy me a teenager pass here and there.
Try to just
something.
under the bucket.
Yeah, he'll be like, oh, let me get one adult, one teen. And he'll even be gangsters. I'll put the teen on mine so you don't feel weird. I'm just like, whatever. But it's all because you got to figure out ways to cut budget on that, bro. It's I mean, if you don't know, yo, it's like a lot of places are $100+ per lift ticket.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
A day just to ride, just for the lift ticket. Lunch is ridiculous. Drinks are ridiculous.
That's not even renting equipment.
That's not getting out there. Hotel. That's not if you have to rent your gear. That's hundreds of more dollars.
Yeah.
So it's an expensive sport to stay with it. So
It really is, man.
it was fun.
This
What do
is
we
dope.
got, Ani?
This is dope. We have to watch this.
Okay.
Someone from Japan broke the world record for the highest half pipe air jump.
Oh, I got to see this too.
Yeah, dude. So
And I think these half pipes they're at least 30 to 40 feet walls, like the walls alone. So you're 3-4 stories up once you hit the peak of that lip, and then they go another that far into the air.
Because see, I don't know exactly what this one is.
It's nuts, bro.
I think this is just for height, though.
Let's see this, dog. Let's get.
Is kind of crazy is that this is the first time ever in history that any country has hosted them both simultaneously.
That's what I was just gonna say. I saw Beijing again. I was like, are they just taking over the Olympics? What's going on, bro?
Maybe the world.
You know what's one of the wild things about like Olympic rumors? Have you heard about like the hookups in the Olympic villages?
Well, dude, we can't get started on that.
What do you mean we can't get started?
Dude, the way that they're doing quarantine and they're like trying to keep the COVID count, they're saying that it's getting really bad. I know probably previous ones the old, but the ones in Beijing right now are getting really bad. Like you have to stay in this designated area.
Oh, that means they're getting more wild. Because you tell a bunch of hot ass young Olympians that they gotta keep it down.
They're gonna.
Oh, bro, they are out there just sharpshooting, bro. They're out there just sharpshooting.
It's like, I'll get out of here.
I saw this funny. It was like a TikTok or something, and this kid switched his Tinder profile setting. Like, I've never been on a dating app, first of all, so I don't really know how this shit works. But he set his location at the Olympic Village and just like showed all the baddies, like all these Olympic chicks. So you're like, yo, you know that it gets wild out there.
Yeah.
Imagine just catching some new strain from some chick from Iceland.
Oh man, they're giving out new strains.
They're giving out new. Yeah. So Olympics, bro. A while. Yeah. So
who do you think right now is in the lead with the most medals?
Shit, that's a good question. Let's go top 3.
Okay.
Let's go top 3 because I honestly don't know.
Okay. So who do you think is
top? I'm gonna go. I don't know the order, but let's go. I'm gonna go. Shit. I'm gonna go U.S. because I gotta root for the home team.
Yeah, America. I'm
gonna say Japan because I don't know why.
Okay.
But I feel like they're coming up during the winter because I'm not gonna say they're sneaky because you can't. Yeah. But
there's an island.
I'm gonna say during the winter they're on the come up. Okay. And I'm gonna go third. I'm gonna pick a European. Let's go Sweden. I feel like
close.
I'm close. All right. All right. So what are we at?
So you got United States. United States is in the top 3.
Okay.
They are number 3.
They're number 3.
They're number 3
that makes sense.
Now. So they're still up there.
We're in the race.
They're still doing stuff compared to other countries. Norway is number 2.
Norway.
And come on, dude. It's cold up there, dude.
That's a good cold country. Does it ever get warm? It doesn't sound like it. I don't think
so.
Norway.
Everyone's white there. You can't get warm there.
Norway. They're translucent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even white, bro. They're see-through, dog. You could literally like trace paper. Like you could put your paper on there and like trace their shit.
Bad camouflage.
Oh, it's just the worst, dude.
All right. Number 1 is Germany.
Germany. I would have not expected, but I guess I guess they have a lot of winter area too. I don't know much about.
So it's weird. Germany's in the lead because they have 7 gold medals, but they only have 11 medals in total.
Und Angel, come and ski with me.
Come have fun.
Und Angel, don't you want to come hit me on the slopes?
That's so bad.
That's definitely what's going on in the German villages right now. Und, come have a pint with me.
It's fun. It's lots of fun.
I don't know why they definitely all say uns before they talk though.
Uns.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, Olympics. You didn't think I knew that much about Winter Olympics, huh?
Here you are, dog.
Blew your mind, bad boy.
This is what I know now is that you don't like summer, but you like the winter games.
Yeah, that's wild.
I'm cool with that. That's dope.
I'm always underground, bro. I'm against the grain.
You're like, I can deal with it. No one's watching this one.
No one's watching this one, bro. I'm always going for the underdog, for the less knowns.
It's hilarious.
All right, what else is up in current events? Hit me with another one. Hit me with like a new one I wouldn't know. Let's get like real current on it.
You're not really too big into the UFC, are you? UFC's kind of trending right now.
What's going on? We'll go with this one real quick, and we'll do another one after.
UFC has Israel Adesanya for.
Okay, so Stylebender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus Robert Whittaker, the rematch.
So this is Stylebender won the first one. He hasn't lost yet, right?
That's how he won the title.
He's still undefeated?
He's still undefeated. The only time he lost was to John Bohovich, but he moved up to heavyweight because he thought he was a badass. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to try to get both the titles.
Oh, so he got rocked in heavyweight.
Yeah.
He's not that big of a dude, though.
No, not heavyweight. Light heavyweight.
But still, though, that makes sense because he's a small dude for already his division.
Yeah, so.
Really talented. But, yeah, his fights are always really fun to watch. I like strikers and shit. I like people that keep it like entertaining. And,
yeah, especially he's always put on a good show.
Yeah, from start to finish. So that's a dope.
That's the big fight.
And that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
All right, so no
Israel
the Hopper. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no. I know that's gonna be fuck. I am even so sad. But anyways, even Israel Adesanya gave Joe Rogan a shout out saying that like.
There's a lot of cunts in this game. There's a lot of snakes in this game. I've been in this fight game since 2008.
Oh, that is so. Style Bender would say some shit like that. There's a lot of people coming to Joe's defense. It's really, I mean, if you know, a lot of people knows what's going on with Joe Rogan right now. He's always in the news. By Monday, I don't even want to talk about it because by Monday, it's going to be something else.
Yeah, or different.
It's going to be a different thing because he's going to be a different guest. But it's always something from him spreading the wrong information. Now, someone doctored together this clip of him saying the N-word over his career like so many different times.
Yeah, from like
so when you watch it, it looks bad. It's out of context. If you, even like I say, I have clean premises. If you take my premise word for word on paper and read it without me doing it, even my premises is going to sound bad.
Yeah.
Much less most stand-up. So, like I said, so it's cool to see people coming in his defense. Like I said, I don't even want to talk about it because I hate cancel culture. I feel like they're about to cancel themselves out because the pendulum just can't. It swings so heavy one way, and then it swings back. And cancel culture and all this shit has went so intense that now they're canceling themselves, bro. They're calling out everything. Before you know it, like, bro, you're not gonna be able to buy red chili without somebody saying that's cultural appropriation from their grandma.
Or that's communist or something. It's red, you know communist red.
So it's like they're gonna, like you're gonna only be able to eat green, like chili, depending on your political party. Like if you eat red chili, like you're Republican, you eat green chili, like you just know what's up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. So I really think that cancel culture shit is gonna shift. And you know what? The only thing is it gives us more material. Comedians.
Okay, but what?
Okay, go ahead.
How do you feel then when comedians start to actually roll with the punches? And okay, here's an example. There's a comedy group in Phoenix, Arizona, that do a comedy show by the name of Do Better Comedy.
Wow, I never heard of that.
Okay, what they do is like they have a list of all these things that you shouldn't do, and that's the logo or the thing is like Do Better Comedy because these topics are not better comedy.
Okay,
it's not good comedy.
So Dalia just literally posted an Instagram post talking about this earlier, but all these alt comedians that like to perform in these fucking weird safe spaces or like rooms where they're like it's not even for comedy, where it's just for them and their friends. They get like all these like friends that are just dick riders. It's not like people coming out to see real stand-up. It's their friends, and they get up and they're talking about local politics, or they're trying to do the Daily Show on stage.
Yeah.
They're trying to be Trevor Noah, and they're trying to be Stephen Colbert, and they're trying to write this 5-minute monologue. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen that shit, and it sucks, and it's not funny, bro. People need to find the funny first, and a lot of these people that just like take these alternative routes and only stay in these like safe spaces. I don't know. I think real comedy is always going to be dominant, and stand up, like people want to see you say something. Even in Rio Rancho, I think, that's why Caleb had such a good set, because he still pushed the boundary a little bit. And bro, if you're coming out to a brewery with your friends for some beers, like, I'm not saying you want to hear some wild shit, but you also don't want to hear the news again.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear CNN try to be funny. Like, and I can't tell you how many times open micers think that's what comedy is. They think they're going to literally take the current event list and write a joke about it. And like, first of all, you're not creating any connection with the audience. Second of all, that joke's going to be flat in a week, and you're never going to be able to use it again. And then people don't know who you are. A lot of people, this is what I don't want to say I pride myself off of, but when I get off stage, you know who I am. You know a piece of my life. I talk almost 100% real stories. I'm not saying that's what everybody should do, but you want to be remembered. Like, that's the number one thing. People aren't going to remember all your jokes word for word, but they're going to remember you for something.
Yeah.
And if you're just out there talking about the latest CNN thing or doing an old Trump joke, like, that's why all those people that just had that material, it's over. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Nobody wants to hear COVID jokes anymore.
Yeah.
So I really like that when people get off stage, they know who I am. That's, I think, what makes the connection better with the people that come to your shows. You want to be remembered for something. Yeah. And for something good. So sorry to get so passionate about it, but bro, you know how much.
That makes sense. Dude, I feel the same way, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, little taking away little bits and pieces of what we do, you know, and it becomes harder for us, I feel.
Yep.
Like you get a little like skeptical, like, oh man, what if I can't say this or I can't do this? Like, am I really gonna get canceled or not be able to do it?
That's the funnest part. And you know what? There's really such a way to say it. I remember a comedian saying, and it's maybe not in that time of anymore because things change so often, but like you could really say anything on stage as long as you don't say it with a malicious tone. As long as you don't have like this malicious way of saying it, you could say, I've said some wild stuff, but you could tell by my tone and by my cadence and everything that there's no hate in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I'm not like saying crazy shit, but I definitely push the boundaries a little. And I know I'm not political on stage, but I know the tension we're in. And I like to stay in the middle, and I'll make jokes about it. And I make jokes about just how split we are in the country. And I think people like it when you address shit. Like, I like to, anything in the room that's like obvious, I'm going to address for sure. And I like to build, I like going back to what I said where you can say anything on stage. If you get them on your side, you're taking this audience on a ride, right? That's how I always say, like, you're the conductor of this train.
Yeah.
And if they're going to go, if you get everyone on board, you could almost take them anywhere. And I really think Revel was like a great example of that for me, because I right away went on stage. I saw this person. There was this like crazy Latina lady in the front who was just like so Chicana, bro. I like had to call it out. It got a good laugh. And then, you know, there's a table right next to her, this like super white girl with an Indiana Jones hat. And I made a joke about her and then connected them. And the audience
just went from there.
Boom. And I said, okay, they're with me. And I went from there, and it was one of my favorite sets. Definitely my favorite set I've ever had at Revel. Nice. Favorite headlining set. So that's the biggest thing, is be likable on stage, get them to go with you, and then that's when you take them anywhere. But you don't want to get up and just say some wild shit, and they're not even with you yet.
Yeah, they think it's weird.
Yeah, you got to get them with you first.
That makes sense.
So a little bit of tidbits there. So we got Winter Olympics, we got some UFC, we got some comedy. Hit me with another one.
This makes me upset. No,
okay.
We're just gonna skip all the other news.
Okay.
Because you're like, go look up some local current event.
No, I did. I said, give me 2 or 3 currents. And then I said, give me a New Mexico one. Because you know what?
Should I go more vague then? Because all the Albuquerque are just nothing but shootings and homicides.
That's fucking Albuquerque news for you, bad boy.
Literally, dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, just bring up something New Mexico, like a New Mexico current event. And the reason, because we have such a unique culture, bro. We're the only place where you could get like chocolate in your breakfast, in your in your
coffee.
Yeah, you get red chili in your coffee, your breakfast, your freaking dessert, bro. There's lube out there with red chili somewhere in Albuquerque right now. You get some spicy ass KY. So what'd you find? I know you said you're pissed. What'd you find, dog?
Again, let me just look for it, because there's former Santa Fe mayor dies of cancer. Country with highest COVID rates, infected rates in New Mexico. Investigating search for accused organized mob of theft.
God damn, New Mexico is just always some shootings.
Yeah, resident reacts to officer involved in shooting. Manhunt. Another shooting.
So nothing really cultural going on. Just a lot of, like just going on what you're saying. I know they said that this has like been one of the highest year for homicides. I don't know what's up with that. I do live downtown, and I know when it was like right when things opened up this last time, I could feel the energy downtown different, bro. I would go out and it felt hectic and chaotic, and like I've heard of shootings a few different times.
Yeah. And
somebody said that they had talked to this one cop, and they were like, "Yo, I hear shootings every Friday, Saturday night. Like there's shootings every weekend." I'm like, "Damn, son." Some of the bartenders say the same thing downtown, just how intense it is. Like, so I feel like this homicide shit's just been wild. But I feel like it did calm down a little bit. Like, I don't feel like the energy's that way anymore. But it just seems like people didn't know how to act when things opened back up. It was pretty wild.
Yeah, like, kind of like they were just like always locked down and stuff.
It was like the purge every weekend downtown.
Freaking out. It's crazy. So I actually changed the search a little bit just to put like good news in New Mexico.
That's how much we literally have to like specify the searches. We have to put good news, because it's literally just going to be 40 different
homicide
cases. 40 different homicides.
Oh man, and it's worse because everything just comes up good news in Mexico.
So funny, dude.
Oh man, let's just say everything is awesome. I got 2 videos to show you.
Let's do it.
Let's show you these 2 videos, then we'll call it.
I'm
We're
down,
about
bro.
to hit the hour mark.
Josh Fournier and Caleb Mulkey are already hitting me up, bro.
It's that time. Okay, this is a video that was been trending for a while.
Let's see it, hot daddy.
Have you seen?
Damn, this is what is going on here, bro.
So I don't know if you've seen this. People do this thing where they kind of like take a still picture.
Okay.
And each of the squares is them doing the picture. You'll see as it goes along. That's the first one. But sometimes it just
I can definitely see how this.
it does not end up how you think it does.
Teabagging, bro. Balls of steel, that lady, bro.
It's like the worst ever, dude. Oh my god, that thing has like 35,000 views.
Holy shit, man.
Shit is fucking killing me.
Filter gone wrong for sure.
Oh man. All right, this is the last one. We've all had fun on as a kid jumping on the bed. How many times can you do a backflip?
I actually can't do a backflip. Good question.
You can?
No, I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, I can. And
You're a nasty boy. All right. You
doing
see how
that-
hey, everyone. Do you see how Angel just flexed on me?
I had to like segue to let you know what this next thing is gonna be.
Okay. Can I guess? I'm gonna guess what I think is gonna happen.
All right,
okay, I don't know what's above her, but I feel like there's a ceiling fan and a light. And I feel like she's gonna do a backflip and break a light. Or she's gonna go full scorpion. And just New Mexico, you gotta hit that OK sign. You gotta fucking put your finger on that OK sign.
Just right there. All right, let's find out.
All right. Oh shit! Oh! Sorry. Yo, dude, talk about broken ankles, son.
He's done, dude.
Oh.
He's done.
Iverson just showed up and crossed both his ankles, dude. His ankles are splattered.
I think. What do you? 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, he made it.
And
to 4.
he had some velocity on
Dude,
those, huh?
He was
cooking, dude.
He was getting that.
I did not expect that. And I knew once he got like the third one, I knew it wasn't. He had too much momentum. It wasn't gonna go good.
Oh really?
Oh, dude, that is a wild. Give me one more because that got me going, dude.
Oh,
and that actually scared me a little.
Because it
actually scared me a little
with that noise. I was like, holy shit.
Let's call it. Do you think that's funny or is that horrible? What do you think?
I think that is hilarious.
Okay, then we're getting a hilarious.
Okay. First of all, he should not be jumping on the bed like that. All right.
All right.
You
all right.
know that's not what you're supposed to be
grew up
doing.
with a strict parent.
Yeah,
No,
right
for
away.
sure.
You
can't jump
go
on
outside.
You know what? You shouldn't be jumping on the bed, much less doing high-level acrobatics. How do you learn how to even do high-velocity back handsprings like that on your bed, bro, where it has give? Like,
Yeah. So you know he's been doing this.
oh yeah, that's his like nightly routine, bro.
Practicing.
I want to see him do that and grab the blanket on the last one and then just tuck himself in and just out, dog.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Oh, you knew it wasn't gonna be good though.
Yeah.
Anyone jumping on a bed, there's no good thing that happens after that.
It's always so hard. Like, yeah, that shit is just horrible. All right, we're looking for something else that is
just for a closer vid.
okay. This is actually crazy. I don't know if this is real or not. This is.
All right, let's call this real or not.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think this is real? This looks like obviously in a Asian country.
Okay,
It looks like what they're doing is
that's it.
they're eating McDonald's. But not only are they eating McDonald's,
All right,
they're eating McDonald's
let's pause. Okay, no, okay,
on a
hold on.
treadmill.
Oh, I didn't even see that at first. They actually work there. That's like how it powers that's how it actually powers the McDonald's. They're just on their break.
How do you? Yeah. What?
Like, we gotta charge up the stations.
Yeah, that's how they keep the Wi-Fi going.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past. Like, I've never been to like, any Asian countries, but you see some weird shit. I mean, in Japan, you've seen some of the vending machines that sell like underwear and stuff. Like, there's weird shit in some of these spots. I ain't trying to knock no one's culture, but hey, bro, if you could burn 20 calories while you're consuming 2,000,
Might as well.
Might as well, bro. Knock a chunk off. I don't know, dude. What do you think? Real? You know what? Look, go back to the video, the beginning, but don't hit play because this is where it looks skeptical. Is the positioning of everyone looks weird?
Yeah, you can't see anything.
It's just everybody is like spaced out exactly. There's like 3 people. This looks like McDonald's Hunger Games, bro. That's what this looks like. Like it looks like they're forced to do this.
They're forced to sit in this chair.
All right. Now that I see there's 3 bikes, but in the back there's 2 people at tables.
Yeah, regular booths.
So they are choosing to do this, dude. Wild.
I mean, or maybe all the booths are
All
taken.
right. We had a McDonald's, bro. We say Central and University. We're there. Nob Hill area. It's ghetto as shit. We walk into McDonald's. There's 3 of those. We getting on them?
I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not.
You're not.
Obvious reasons. Obviously, what we're eating is super unhealthy.
Yeah.
Okay, so if anything, I'm not going to go to a place to work out when I know I'm eating horrible shit. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's fucking weird.
So funny. We're only getting on if there's a tandem one. Then we're riding that bad boy dual style. Dude, imagine there's just some guy just like literally taking a shit on the wall outside. Because that's what happens, bro. That's a McDonald's.
And yeah, there you go. Those will be out of commission right away. You ain't using those anytime soon after they get...
If those were in Albuquerque, they would be robbed the next day. They'd be just like somebody would steal like the pedals off of them. Like it would not work out in Albuquerque. Even those scooters, bro, those things are gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not even... That's crazy.
Those things are gone. Bro, there's just like some vato in the South Valley with like 100 of those scooters just getting down right now.
Trying to just fix them up. I'm going to tweak them out, dog. Put some nice little things on there.
Bro, I'm going to lower it, dog. It's just going to scrape the floor.
All right, this will be the last one. This is just your typical...
So what are we looking at?
It looks like this is a court, like some kind of court. This is a court.
Okay, that's what... Okay, yeah, okay. Now I see it. They got the glass doors. There's court.
And
looks like kids. Looks like
a
backpack.
One person here. This is a really...
Someone sitting on the floor. You see legs on the floor, too.
This is some laying down.
All right, so we got a couple people chilling.
And it's a quick little thing.
All right.
Don't blink.
Oh, dude. Oh.
And that's it.
And that... Okay, you know what? And that's the best, guys. Oh, the double. The Michael Bublé. Is she going to go for a third? Yes. Oh, it's the third's the charm. And you think you would... All right, all right, we're going to go out because I'm losing my mind on this. Everybody's had this happen in life. Everybody's ran into a glass screen. The best is like the screen for your like a patio door. You see people eating their face just in it. It's my favorite. The thing is, not only did she go 2, she hit the third. She didn't learn to like put her hand out and test the waters. By the time she's had the 3rd concussion, the chick got CTE trying to go play basketball.
The other one's like literally...
They didn't give a shit either. Yeah, they didn't even flinch. This person's on the ground playing Pokemon Go.
And yeah, she's just like, again.
There might be like that person might be... The first one was hard.
Okay, so they do react.
So they're like, oh, shit.
They do react. They look.
That might be a broken nose on the first one.
I think so. That's speed.
She went fast on the first one, G. She had some 5G on that. The velocity. She did the double grab to the face. She looked at him. Bam. This is why... Pause it. This is why she hit it the second time. She was too focused. You know when you fall and you're so embarrassed, you just look... Like you get up and look around before you even assess yourself?
Yeah.
Like you could have your ankle bone hanging out and you're just trying to like play it cool.
No, I'm still ready to fight.
No, what's up? No, I meant to do that. I meant to do... Yo,
I'll grab it.
This is the thing. She hit that one so hard, the first one, and those girls looked and she was embarrassed, so she like looked at them instead of like analyzing the situation, and then she went for the second one off pure embarrassment.
Yeah, that was just horrible.
Let's see the second one.
And wait, then what initiates the third one?
Let's see what...
So okay.
And she's just so she's full cup girl.
She's gonna look like if she's looking towards the camera or something. She looks at somebody else. She got distracted again. Look at it.
She's just trying to Urlacher down this wall, dude. That last one was full forehead. She got CET from the third one.
That's horrible.
She got that CT, bro. God damn. I'm so happy we saw that, dude. Gym fail videos are my favorite, but this girl, yeah, she's definitely got some concussions after that.
That's just so ridiculous.
All right, Ani. That was our episode, Get Back on Track. That was our post-COVID get down. Feeling way better. I know you had just had it, so I'm glad we don't have to worry about that shit anymore. Catch us tomorrow. If you listen to this right away, guys, catch us tomorrow, Hopper Brewery. If not, let me read off a couple quick dates again real quick. Next week, I am going to be in Colorado Springs. And then I have, let's see, real quick. So tomorrow, Hopper Brewery. Then Friday, Colorado Springs. That is February 18th. And then March 5th, I got Guild. The next day, I'm doing Salt Yard. And then we got some more stuff after that. So we'll be back before then, guys. We'll catch you with a guest in a couple days. Thanks for listening. Fiend City, we're out. Peace.
Yes, peace.
Yo, 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 yo. Muse Me Studios, shout out. Thank you, always on Hell, for holding us down. And on Hell, young on Hell, my boy. Let's get out of here.